sister, is she? Oh, anti-fascist sister, you whose eyes turn to stars still, I've learned your wondrous secret, source of spirit and of will. I've learned that what sustains your heart, mind, and peace of soul is knowledge that their justice can never reach its goal. So I teach her work to my students. We start with her work because we figure we should start with amazing Trinidadian scholars, writers, activists, public intellectuals who work globally. She was one of the first communists to theorize race, class and gender, particularly the struggle of black women as an intersecting struggle. If you solve the problems of black women, you solve the problems of all women, because even when you solve other problems that other women face, black women remain at the bottom.
Claudia Vera Jones, valiant fighter against racism and imperialism, who dedicated her life to the progress of socialism and the liberation of her own black people.
The thing is, people like Claudia Jones are individuals in their eras. There are few people like them. She came out of a space in which, and particularly Trinidadian public intellectuals, in which carnival was understood as political, and also where culture, you know, we survive and find joy through culture. And you can't just fight, you also have to find joy. And in fact, when the two come together, that is the best. And really, that is also Trinidad. Trinidad's music and Trinidad's mass has perfected that combination of art and politics and struggle and pleasure. And so she came out of its golden age and brought that implicitly to her organizing in a way that the Communist Party would never have considered. The more massive something becomes, is the much more likely it'll be to be taken over and commodified by capitalism anyway. In the midst of that, you will always get the few who maintain a commitment to autonomy and even individuality, to expression that you can't just buy, that you have to create and say something about the world with. And I think that still takes place in Carnival. I have a feeling it'll always take place in Carnival. He died in 1883. She dies 80 years later and is from the tiny neighborhood on the outskirts of town, Belmont. She is the body left of Marx. That's huge. One of the radical things about coming from non-Western places or not out of Europe is that you bring other approaches to politics into the center, and are more radical because of it, which is why she's buried left of Karl Marx.
She gets loads and loads of flowers, like Interflora turn up. And there's a few around the world that send them to her. Especially in the Notting Hill Carnival, we get a load of people coming then. Some of them coming in their carnival stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they do.